Well, that's more like it. Huh, Clipper Nation? Everybody okay now? Kawhi look all right? Who was the guy in here telling me Kawhi Leonard was washed? Now John Collins is dunking all over Phoenix. Yes, it's early fourth quarter, and I'm already going live. Because I might have to go shorter on Clippers talk. So I want to make sure I start early here. John Collins in transition is a force. Clippers are up 108 to 80. This is exactly the response I was looking for. Didn't start so great. They got down early in the first quarter by 10. But Chris Dunn and Brook Lopez turned this ball game around with their defense. Collins was good in some of the smaller areas too. Offensive rebounds, second chance points when he came in. Chris Dunn changed this game with his defense in that first quarter. I can't go to the Dome late on Friday nights because I got to go to Fox Sports Radio right afterwards. So I got to do it from Burbank because that's closer to the Fox Sports Radio studios in Sherman Oaks. So I wanted to make sure I got on and did my duties here on Clippers Talk and still gave you plenty of content, even though the game's not over. But it is. It is. This Clippers team responded just like I thought they would. I got to say, for the Clippers to be shooting this well, we're talking they're at 62% from the floor and 61% from three. In a game with this many fouls and this many stoppages, where the refs have tried to make it unwatchable at times because they can't make it 2 possessions without a whistle, I am very impressed by the Clippers being able to shoot this well and stay in rhythm, considering start, stop, start, stop. I mean, this game has been brutal. If you're a Phoenix Suns fan, you're in hell. You're down big, and they're extending the game with all these stoppages. And now Splash Mountain knocks down a 3. I'm telling you, that Brook defense, Brooks and Dunn, that combination early in the first changed this game. Because the Clippers, they were on pace to give up another 40 spot in the first quarter. The starters started poorly. Kawhi, though, got it going in his second stint with some of the backups. And then James Harden went nuclear, or radioactive, as Brian Seaman would say. 14 points in the first. It felt like a quiet 14 because he got to the charity stripe some, but it was not a quiet 26 points in the first half from James Harden. Those 3 straight three-pointers when he came back in the second quarter from the Bearded Wonder were incredible. Just awesome. Of course they're reviewing the call. Why not? Why wouldn't you? More stoppages. .833 left. Clippers up 112 to 85 at Intuit Dome over Phoenix. It's exactly the response we wanted from this group, is it not? I'm proud of this group because this was a situation where they didn't get off to a good start and they righted the ship. I ain't talking about the game in Utah and not getting off to a good start there. I mean, tonight, they were down 10 early in that first quarter. It was looking very similar After the Clippers had a 14-11 lead, then the Suns went on a 12-0 run. It was then 23-14. The Suns were up. And then Collins and Batum came in for Kawhi and Beal at the 5:13 mark. Then as Adam Devine was on the wall with the microphone doing good work, workaholics, the Clippers started doing more work because Brolo and Chris Dunn came in and completely changed the tone and tenor of this game. Big ovation for CP3 when he came in at the 2:25 mark, but the Clippers quickly went on an 11-0 run. Phoenix went scoreless for 2.5 minutes after the Clippers went over 3 minutes scoreless at one point in the first. Kawhi comes back in for Nico at the 1:24 mark. I mean, the Clippers had a 34-33 lead after one when they were down by 10 early in that first quarter. Chris Dunn and his defense was infectious. I'm so happy that Chris Dunn helped turn the tide here. And I wonder, starting lineup, better get it together because I'll be back in a second. Clipper Nation, celebrate Mexican Heritage Night by purchasing a special ticket package to receive this exclusive Mexican Heritage Night jersey presented by Coca-Cola. Join us on Monday, November 3rd at Intuit Dome as the Clippers take on the Miami Heat. Buy your tickets at clippers.com/groups to take advantage of this exclusive jersey with your purchase. Do not miss the culture, the energy, and Clippers basketball all in one night. Grab your seats today at clippers.com/groups. Vamos, Clippers. Carlo, have we reached a judgment?
Yes. So the Suns did not win the challenge. Sorry, Adam. We couldn't really hear it. The message was going so far.
They left us in suspense.
Yeah, we did get it after the fact from Eric. Amazing.
So as you can see, I'm multitasking. 8:33 left on the ball game, but this is over. And if it's not, you're going to see one of the biggest meltdowns in Clippers talk history. I can't say enough about Chris Dunn causing 2 steals right away, 2 turnovers by the Phoenix Suns right away in that first quarter. Had a third after a Clippers turnover where he took it right back. Had a putback layup at the 47-second mark of the first. After a missed 3 from Batum, I think. Chris Dunn energy. That was this game to me. Chris Dunn was so awesome. Had his fingerprints all over this game. The numbers are never going to say it. He had 11 points. It's not bad for him. He knocked down a 3, but it's all the intangibles. The starters came out kind of flat. The defense didn't set in, and then Chris Dunn said enough. That's my player of the game. He turned this game in their favor. And Chris Dunn just hit a 3. He's got 14 now. Clippers are up 115-88. 7.5 minutes left. Kawhi dunk in transition. It's time to pull the starters. You might have to call a timeout. CP3 steal leading to Kawhi Leonard here in the fourth. Another run out. Kawhi also had a huge bounce back, and they actually played through him much more. He's got 27. No, you make it 25 points. Woo! Kawhi hammer dunk with the right hand multiple times tonight. Don't tell me he's washed. Somebody was already saying that after game 1 in here. I said, I'm going to keep this receipt. I might have to go check who that was. Getting close to halfway through the fourth. CP3 to Collins for an easy layup now. Beal's defense has been fine. I think he's struggling finding his role on offense. He has just 6 points. He only took 4 shots. How do you fit in? Clippers taking a timeout. 119 to 90, 119-93 midway through the fourth quarter. At least they're calling slightly less fouls now. I needed this. This might be the last timeout of the period. Maybe not. It won't be. So, Clippers respond. Clippers bounce back. Clippers shoot 62% from 3. That's where they're at right now. Derrick Jones Jr. What have I been telling you about DJ? He has gotten better every year from 3. Derrick Jones Jr., if you look, the last 3 seasons, I made this point over the last couple of weeks on Clippers Talk and Clips and Dip. Let's see. I could go last 4 years. So he shoots, his last season in Chicago, he shot 33.8% from 3. First season in Dallas and only season, 34.3% from 3. First season with the Clippers last year, he's at 35.6% from 3. Slowly but surely, Derrick Jones Jr. has been more and more on point from distance. And tonight, he's 5 of 5 from 3. He didn't hit 5 3-pointers in a game all of last year. Derrick Jones Jr. has matched James Harden in his 5 threes. And if you look, his career best, DJ, is 6 made 3-pointers. He did that December 2nd for Dallas of 2023. December 2nd of 2023 for the Dallas Mavericks against the OKC Thunder. DJ is still improving. He's still young enough to improve. Don't forget about that. Clipper Nation calling all junior Clippers ages 6 to 14. Fall and winter camp registration is now open. Secure a spot for your camper and grow their game in an exciting environment with expert coaching from the official youth basketball program of the LA Clippers. Sign up today at clipperscamps.com. All right, Carlo. I want to see here what lineups Coach Lou will be going with, maybe calling off the dogs as this is all but over at Intuit Dome in Game 1, back home for Clipper Nation. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. Little Fox Sports Radio later tonight on AM 570. Why not? Call in. Mystery caller Carlo. Sorry, guys. Bantering back and forth with Carlo on the broadcast. I'm surprised Kawhi's still in. He's at 27 now. Now is a delay of game. Another whistle. I can't take it. Kawhi has looked as good as ever. The amount of turnaround fadeaways that Kawhi got on the baseline over tough defense, not necessarily tough defenders, but well-defended shots by Booker, Gillespie, Ted Cruz. Kawhi has hit some real high degree of difficulty shots. He's gotten some easy ones on runouts too. Looks phenomenal. I was hoping to get to 30 tonight. I don't know if he needs to. Just missed a fadeaway in and out. Brooke Lopez with the tip out. Kawhi saved it to DJ. My goodness. Another foul. This is just... is it me? Is it me? The swear words that I dropped in the third quarter with 14 foul calls being called on, I think, Phoenix. I shouldn't complain. And it looks like the starters are coming out, guys. Cam Christie, Kobe Sanders, Yannick, Conan, Niederhauser coming in. Clippers are up 121-95. 4:46 left in the fourth. Zoo got involved a little bit in the second quarter finally, but I can't complain. When you have a guy going out there and getting 26 points in the first half on that level of efficiency from James Harden, you can't really complain about touches. He had a special performance in the first half. I'm not overly concerned with it. A-Fish. But I appreciate you bringing that up. I think it's something worth talking about. So we got Kobe Sanders, Yannick, Kobe Brown, Cam Christie, and Kobe Sanders just hit a jumper. 123-97 Clippers. First made basket of his career.
Saving that one.
We knew him when. Kobe Sanders got some game. I'm telling you, it's off tempo from the way a lot of guys play. You look at his flow and his rhythm. I think it throws guys off. He's really hunched over with the basketball at times. It doesn't always look pretty, but it's effective. I like me some Kobe Sanders. I like me some Clippers blowing out Phoenix. What did I tell you all? I said this before they lost to Utah in our Clips and Dip preview, but I said I want them to beat the Suns so bad. I want them to send them back from whence they came. Shoot them into the sun. Send them back from whence they came. Send them back to the sun. They did that tonight. Remember, the Clippers lost all 4 games to Phoenix last year. Frustrating as hell. Yeah, Sanders does have a good feel. He looks older than his age, but he is on the older side. About 3.5 minutes left, guys. Please, no challenge, Coach Lou. He did win a challenge earlier, Coach Lou. We can't get too excited about young guys, though. Remember, Brandon Boston had some really good moments. I've seen this before. You got to see a long, healthy sample size of stellar play. But I'm rooting for Kobe Sanders. I see the vision. Yannick lob. Conan the Destroyer. 125-97 Clippers. Under 3 minutes left. Please, no more fouls, no more timeouts. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Ooh, CP3 looking at Yannick with that lob. I get used to that connection. Yannick is such a luxury because he looks really good, but they have Zoo and Brook Lopez, so he could pretty much redshirt this season. He can get all that experience in the G League at the end of blowout games like this one. No pressure. CP3 steal, another one. Ooh, Yannick setting some nice screens on the pick and roll. Yannick layup now. Looks good. Clippers getting their first victory of the season. We got a jump ball. About a minute 46 left in the ball game. Clippers leading by 28. Led by as many as 32. After the first 6-7 minutes, the Clippers were in control of this game. It took a little bit of time. Only had a 1-point lead heading into the second, but the Clippers then took control. Their defense set in. Proud of this group. I'm proud of less fouls also in the fourth quarter. Speak of the devil. Why did I bring it up? Another foul. Jeff Van Gundy and Coach Lou are in disbelief. Some of these fouls are ridiculous tonight. That foul on Yannick is so weak. First of all, they weren't getting a great whistle early on. Dylan the Villain got away with two of the most Marcus Smart-esque flops out there. I don't know if Marcus is capable of that anymore at his age. Like, this was prime Marcus Smart flopping. Well, I guess the Lakers did win big tonight over Minnesota. I did not know that. Clippers won't hold the Suns under 100 here, sadly. Luka had 49. Oh, my God. St. Lakers talk. But I have to know your enemy. Yannick just Euro stepped. I'm telling you, they found something in Yannick, guys. He's got it. Ooh.
Okay.
Yannick is the truth. All right, about to plug in, guys. Not going anywhere. Get ready. Clear audio coming towards you in just moments.
Brian just fell. Hey, Brian. Doing all right? What's up? Yes.
Before the Clippers can claim victory. Inbound goes to Fleming, and that will do it. The home opener of the 25-26 season is a success as the Clippers eclipse the Suns and win 129-102. Impressive win for the Clips. They got everybody involved. Yannick Kuhn and Niederhauser with some big-time dunks. As Cooper Dzernowski is going to get us a Clipper. Looks like he's trying to track down Derrick Jones Jr. for us. 5 for 5 for 3 was Derrick. He'll go put the headset on. Shout out, Derrick. Jones Jr.'s got the headset. Derrick, you got us?
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate you hopping on. Derrick, a career high in threes made as a Clipper. It's game 2, and you had 5 today on 5 makes. What work in the offseason went into that?
Just all my shots, period. Every day in the gym, I always was just conscious on everything that I'm just trying to get better in. My ball handling, my jump shot, decision making when I'm getting down the hill. Just everything that I could just put into the game and just put into my situations that I get throughout the game. And just keep playing hard.
That starting unit really put their foot down in the third quarter. Felt like you guys found a rhythm. In your eyes, what worked so well to start the third?
Just playing the right way. We started off the game. We was playing the right way, and we got ourselves a little 10-point lead, and we just try to build off that and keep playing the same way we was playing when we started off.
Final one for you, Derrick. In this offense with this starting lineup, does your role change at all on the offensive end? Seems like on a lot of those threes, you are wide open.
I don't think my role changes. I feel like if teams just gonna leave me, I'm just gonna take the shots. I mean, it's simple basketball. Like I said before, I just try to simplify everything. Whatever shots is given, I take them. If I gotta draw the ball and go dunk on somebody, then I'm gonna go do that.
Well, we're looking forward to the dunks. You knocked in 5 threes on 5 attempts, a perfect 6 for 6. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
17 points for Derrick Jones Jr. as the Clippers come away with the victory, 129-102, to take down the Phoenix Suns. For Big Brother Jake Warner, our engineer Carlo Jimenez, and Joey Kimball, our statistician here at Intuit, will send it back to Burbank with Adam Oslin and Daniel West. So glad you could join us for this one. The Clippers and the Suns, as the Clippers get the first win of the season in their home opener over Phoenix. Have a safe night, everybody. We will talk to you Sunday.
Home sweet home. Welcome back to Intuit Dome, and welcome back to W in the win column for this Clippers team as they are victorious at Intuit Dome, 129-102 in the home opener over the Phoenix Suns. Welcome into your post-game show. I'm Adam Oslin. Coming up, we'll take your phone calls, 877-520-1150. But first, let's go back out to Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, this game changed to me with Chris Dunn and his defense and the energy he supplied in that first stint with the second unit. He and Brook Lopez really did work on that, and I thought they changed the trajectory of this ball game.
Couldn't agree more, Adam. The Clippers really got things going because of their defense, and Chris Dunn sets the tone defensively. It's what Jeff Van Gundy talks about all season long, all of last season, how great he was at being that tone setter for them on the defensive end, and his ability to, well, not only get in the lane at him, but then knock down a couple threes, get underneath the rim for a little scoop layup. He's a plus 18, and look, this is a kind of a bounce back performance for Chris after not scoring at all against the Utah Jazz, his former employer. He goes for 14 points on 5 for 8 from the field, a couple of big steals. The Clipper defense is just different with Chris Dunn on the floor, and I think it's because of his willingness, Adam, often to be in help defense and take gambles, to try to be in passing lanes. The Clippers talk about being a playmaker on the defensive end. Chris Dunn is that playmaker on the defensive end. When he compares his defensive game, he doesn't compare to basketball players. He says, I want to be like an Ed Reed type of player on the defensive end, where he's playing from the back line and mucking things up with his ability to get steals. And he did that big time tonight.
After that, it was James Harden really taking over in his second stint in the second quarter, hitting those 3 straight threes. The Clippers never looked back from there. Huge momentum shift, and James Harden was cooking.
He was cooking, Adam, with the heat on high. 26 points in the first half. Knocked down a 30-footer, it must have been, from the left wing. I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous. James Harden got the offense going for those starters. You said, I mean, his ability to just force his way into multiple actions, to get the offense organized, and then to knock down big shots. This was a huge performance from James. 5 for 7 from the field. And the Clippers shot almost 60% tonight. Unbelievable. And it's impressive because it speaks to the seasonedness of this group, a real bounce back performance that they needed. The Clippers were professional about their business tonight.
Lastly, Kawhi Leonard, 10 of his 27 in that third quarter. He was more assertive. He was in attack mode. He was aggressive out there, and they were looking for him more. When he came back with that second unit, was leading them, but especially in that third quarter, to leave no doubt that the Clippers were going to get their first victory.
Yeah, that third quarter was all Kawhi Leonard. I think he had 9 points at one point in the quarter alone. He finished the game with 27. What was most impressive about Kawhi is he was aggressive. I think that's what, Adam, you had pointed out last game at the end of the first quarter. You hope for Kawhi to be a little more aggressive. Kawhi was aggressive today. 21 shots. The next most taken shots by a player is 12 by James Harden. Kawhi got him up today, and the Clippers need Kawhi to get him up. They're all good shots. Probably not for all players, but for Kawhi Leonard, they're all good shots. Those long twos on the baseline, those tough followaways, and it forces a defense to focus so much on him. If you watch back at the 5 Derrick Jones Jr. threes, as we described him on radio, he was wide open on all of them. I mean, he walked into open threes. It's why he was able to knock them down at a high rate. He's been working on that shot and ready for that shot and just tried to keep the game simple. The Clippers, 55% from the three-point line. That already beats a season high from last year, according to Joey Kimball, our statistician, who's been working hard today on the good notes.
And they were 11-1 at home last season when making 14 or more three-pointers. They hit 16 of them. They win 129-102 over the Phoenix Suns in the home opener at Intuit Dome to give the Clippers their first win here in this 2025-2026 regular season. We'll see if they can get above 500 on Sunday. Back at the Dome, they're taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. Tip off at 6. Your pregame show starting at 5. Carlo, great call as always. We will see you there on Sunday.
Adam, keep the night rolling. I'll hear you all night long. Let's go.
Even in your dreams or nightmares. Coming up next, we'll get to second half highlights and more. Clippers are in the win column. 129-102. They blow out the Phoenix Suns at home at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Clippers shoot 59.2% from the floor, 55.2% from distance, and blow out the Phoenix Suns. Send them back from whence they came. They shot them back into the sun. 129-102 was your final. Clippers winning by 27 over the Suns, a team they lost to all 4 times last season. And they open up the Intuit Dome this year in style, getting their first victory. They're 1-0 at home. Clipper Nation, welcome back in. I'm Adam Moslin. This is your post-game show. Coming up, we'll take your phone calls on the Patriot AM 1150, 877-520-1150. 877-520-1150 is the phone number. They were led by James Harden with 30 on 8 of 12, shooting 5 of 7 from distance. James Harden could not miss in the first half, and when he hit those 3 straight three-pointers, Intuit Dome was rocking. I know this. It was not just him from distance. Derrick Jones Jr., 5 of 5, 17 points. Most threes he's made in a ball game since 2023 with the Dallas Mavericks. Most he's ever made in his career was 6. This is the most he's made with the Clippers. 5 of 5, though. Did not miss. He was deadly on that left wing. Kawhi had 27 on 11 of 21 shooting. Turnaround fadeaways left and right. Defenders in his face. Doesn't matter. And then Chris Dunn with 14 off the bench. Wasn't just his defense. Got to go in a little bit on the offensive end. John Collins chipped in late. Had 10 and some big-time dunks. So did Yannick Conan Niederhauser off a pass from CP3 in garbage time. Clippers win 129-102 over the Phoenix Suns. Quick timeout. Be back right after this. You're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Clippers win 129-102 and get their first victory of the season, and they're 1-0 at Intuit Dome. We must defend this house. The Dome is home. Clipper Nation, you showed up, and they showed out, winning by 27 over the hated Phoenix Suns. They lost to all 4 times last season. I like this start. Coming up next on the Patriot AM 1150, we'll have Clippers talk for you, 877-520-1150. Outside of Los Angeles, though, we are leaving you until Sunday. Clippers back at the Dome, taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. Tip-off at 6, pregame at 5. Outside of Los Angeles, leaving you until then in LA. It's Clippers talk next. From whence you came, Phoenix, as the Clippers shoot them back into the sun with a 129-102 victory. Clippers blow out the Phoenix Suns in the Intuit Dome home opener. Welcome into Clippers Talk. I'm Adam Moslin. Got you for about the next 25 minutes here. 877-520-1150. 877-520-1150 is the phone number. Remember, when the Dodgers are on AM 570 LA Sports, we will be on the Patriot AM 1150. But of course, you can get to me at Clippers Talk on YouTube as well. That's the bounce back performance we were looking for. With all the doomers and people freaking out and telling me Kawhi's washed and this team is old and they're going to get run off the floor by young teams because that's what happened against Utah. Well, Phoenix is young. Did they get run off the floor? Well, the Suns did, not the Clippers. So maybe we should pump the brakes on long-reaching conclusions, like I said at the end of last show, by people who were freaking out and saying the season was over. Maybe you got to let things set a little bit, play out just a little bit here and see what we have with this team. Because even tonight, they did not get off to a good start. They were down by 10 early. After the Clippers went up 14-11, the Suns went on a 12-0 run. But the Clippers answered it with an 11-0 run of their own. And a lot of that was created by the catalyst in Chris Dunn, who immediately came in as the Clippers were struggling defensively with rotations, with being in the right place at the right time, with helping the helper, and Dunn caused 2 steals immediately. Had a third after the Clippers turned it over. Had a putback layup at the 47-second mark of the first quarter. Was doing a little bit on offense too, but that defense with him and Brook Lopez changed the game. Got the Clippers pointed in the right direction. Great to see. Chris Dunn playing like that made me think of Patrick Beverley, who was in the arena tonight and actually helped Kawhi up at one point. Awesome to see. They're boys. They're friends. They weren't just teammates. They're close. Remember, Pat Bev told us about slow as pro, that quote from Kawhi Leonard. But he is a tone setter. He is the straw that stirs the drink on defense. And I don't know. Things keep going like this to start off ball games, and it's only been 2 games so far, but you might have to start Chris Dunn. Because what I used to say about Patrick Beverley is he's a constant reminder of how you have to play on the defensive end, and I said the same thing for Chris Dunn last season. He got them organized. He showed them what it's going to take to win. When you see a guy playing that hard defensively, it inspires everyone. It's infectious. That was Chris Dunn tonight. That was my player of the game. Hey, for as good as James Harden was, with him knocking down 3 straight three-pointers and getting heat checks in the second quarter and having 26 points in the first half, for as good as Kawhi was, finishing with 27, Chris Dunn to me was the difference maker. He revealed their identity on the defensive end and why they were a top 3 defense last season. With his heart and hustle out there. Awesome to see that performance from him. Brook Lopez also really stellar defense in his first stint with Chris Dunn out there. The second unit came in and got the Clippers back in shape defensively because I thought they were about to give up another 40 spot in the first quarter. It didn't look good early. Phoenix was on pace for a 40 spot. After the first quarter, the Clippers led 34-33. Brief lead. But then the backups with Kawhi, who came back in late in the first quarter, continued to hum a little bit. Kawhi then started to feast. Caught Booker on a spinning fadeaway, tough shot from 10 feet out. That was his first made basket. Jumper on a baseline fadeaway at the 9-minute mark on Grayson Allen. Kawhi over Dylan Brooks, a fadeaway in the mid-post near side. Kawhi looked like Kawhi tonight. Looked like last year's version, 2023-24 version. He was knocking down those baseline jumpers left and right, no matter the defense being in his face or not. High degree of difficulty shots. Kawhi's putting them down. And then got a couple of easy dunks in transition. Kawhi looked great. That's why I didn't freak out after last game when everybody's telling me, oh, Kawhi's washed. You can go see that show. It happened. This is why you got to be measured. It's a roller coaster ride. It is a long journey throughout the regular season. We still have 80 games left. Clippers showed a better showing and a more representative showing of who they are as a team tonight, winning 129-102 over the Phoenix Suns. So they really clamped down the last 3 quarters defensively. And to me, and we'll break here in a second, to me, for them to shoot almost 60% from the field and 55% from 3 in a game with this many fouls called and stoppages and just no rhyme or reason to some of the calls going on, and they still stayed in rhythm like that shooting-wise, that might have been the most impressive thing. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Talk. We'll take a quick time out here on the Patriot AM 1150. So let me get this straight. When the Clippers lose badly to the Utah Jazz, the sky is falling. We're never going to win again. And then when they blow out a team, it's like, well, that's what they're supposed to do. Like, I get it. You got to have a high standard, but give them some credit as well tonight because the Clippers responded. And for a lot of people that were saying this team looks old and done and they're not going to be able to beat quick, fast, younger teams, well, that's who Phoenix is. And the Clippers just beat them by 27. They led by as many as 32. Final score, Clippers 129, the Suns 102. Chris in Los Angeles, you're on Clippers Talk with Adam Osland here on the Patriot AM 1150. What's up, Chris?
Hello, Adam. It's Clipper Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Glad to have the Clipper season starting again. I didn't get to see the opening game, but I figured out, we got blown out. It's just one game. Yeah.
Sounds like you have perspective.
And,
what did you think of tonight's game, Chris?
Oh, I loved it, especially, being that the World Series started tonight and the Dodgers gave up 9 runs in the 6th inning. I figured, time to watch the Clippers, That's when that happened. So, and probably another thing that, I want to say is that, I'm really upset about the news that we got, the NBA news that we got yesterday.
All right, Chris, do you have a comment about tonight's game? You got one comment about tonight's game?
I mean, it was great to see all the new faces, especially seeing Chris Paul back. And,
There we go.
Brook Lopez and And I'm really looking forward to see Bradley Beal during the season. I know he's on mid restrictions, but he'll find his way around. And
I thank you for the phone call, Chris. Yes, Bradley Beal on a 20-minute restriction. He hit that tonight. That's what it appears to be because he only played 20 minutes against Utah also, but there have been 2 blowouts. Bradley Beal is still finding his footing and where he fits in the offense. But when you can win games and dominate like this while certain guys still aren't up to speed, that means you got a talented squad. Jose in Long Beach. Jose, what's up? You're on Clippers Talk with Adam Moslin. Jose.
Clipper Nation, we made it. I'm happy we won today.
Anything specific on tonight's game?
Yeah, Chris Paul, I'm glad he's back out playing with us.
I agree, Jose. He got a standing ovation. CP3 came out at, I have this for you, the 2:25 mark of the first quarter is when he came out onto the court. Big ovation for him, rightfully so. And CP3 ended up, the stats weren't huge. He didn't make a shot in the ball game. He did have 8 assists in 20 minutes, though, and one of them to Yannick late for a big oop. We'll take a quick timeout. Clippers win 129-102 over the Phoenix Suns from Intuit Dome. Clippers 1-1 on the season, undefeated at the Dome, where they started off last season losing to the Suns. This year, a little bit of redemption, retribution, a beatdown. I'm Adam Moslin. You're listening to Clippers Talk here on the Patriot AM 1150.
Exclusively on the LA Clippers Audio Network.
Clippers lose big, you're upset. Clippers win big, some people are still upset. Oh, Bradley Beal only had 6 points. Bench him. He's done. The same people who overreacted game 1 and acted like the Clippers were never going to win again and Kawhi was washed are now finding something else to complain about. It's amazing. Guys, give it time. Other people are hot. When you have a player that scores 26 points in a half, like James Harden did, other guys aren't going to be eating as much, but that's okay because the Clippers were blowing them out because of that special performance from James Harden early, the defense from Chris Dunn, the steadiness from Kawhi after his first stint scoring-wise, especially having 10 of his 27 in the third quarter to keep the pedal to the metal. Clippers win 129-102 over the Phoenix Suns. Mario leaving Intuit Dome. Mario, you're on Clippers Talk with Adam Moslin. What's up, Mario?
Hey, what's up, Adam? I just wanted to say that Chris Dunn and Derrick Jones Jr., they really stood out to me tonight. And and they really set the tone when the Clippers had a rough start in the first quarter.
Agree with you, especially DJ shooting in this one. I mean, 5 of 5 from 3, most threes he's made in 2 years. Like that's important, because if he's going to be starting out there, he's got to knock down those shots. And those open threes, they're going to give him to him. Teams are going to play off of him and make him prove it. And tonight he did.
Yes, he did. I was really surprised he hit a ton of threes. You know, they would leave him open because of James Harden and Kawhi, but he really took advantage when he had his open shots.
I'm with you, Mario. Appreciate the phone call, my friend. Glad you were there. And Mario, how was the atmosphere in Game 1 at Intuit Dome? Because I had to do it from back in Burbank tonight. Tell me that people were pumped. I saw Adam Devine out there, workaholics, working the wall and getting everybody up and out of their seats. What was it like there?
Yes, it was amazing. So I'm a member of the Swell, but unfortunately it was full capacity when I pulled up. So I was still in the wall but pretty much on the side of it. But still, it was amazing. And everybody did a really good job just cheering on for the Clippers.
As did you, especially for calling in tonight, Mario, and giving me that intel. Thank you, my friend.
All right. Thank you, Adam.
Clippers win 129-102 and shoot lights out back at home. Home sweet home. The Dome is home. They shot almost 60% from the field. 55.2% from 3 on 16 of 29 shooting from the outside. We'll close things out next here on Clippers Talk on the Patriot AM 1150.
Exclusively on the LA Clippers audio network.
Clippers win 129-102 at Intuit Dome in the home opener over the Phoenix Suns. That felt better. Much better than what happened on Wednesday. The Clippers, they still got work to do. Portland's coming in on Sunday. I want to see them improve to 2-1, but that's the type of performance we were looking for. Probably my favorite part about it was James Harden got them that big 20-point lead at the half with his 26 points. But in that third quarter, what impressed me was they outscored Phoenix 34-21, opened it up to a 32-point lead, and Harden only had 4 points in the third. Kawhi had 10. DJ was contributing. Other guys were out there. It wasn't just relying on one person's or one superstar's hot shooting night, because James Harden was 5 of 7 from 3, 8 of 12 from the floor, 30 points. He led them, but the Clippers continued to dominate on offense, and it was defense leading to easy offense. Chris Dunn came in, Brook Lopez came in. They got the defense right early on, and the Clippers really never looked back from the midway point of the second quarter as they were pouring it on. And they almost had a 60, 55, 90 shooting split night as a team, going 59.2% from the floor, 55.2% from three, 88.5% shooting from the free throw line. There was balance. It's not always going to be everybody's night. Bradley Beal is just 2 of 4 in 20 minutes. That's okay. Ivica Zubac's got to go in a little bit in the second quarter. 3 of 5, 8 points. That's okay. Kawhi and James Harden combined for 57. You're going to be in good shape. But it starts with the defense. And they got back to that level of physicality that they needed to after what happened in Utah. Clippers win by 27 over the Suns at Intuit Dome. Next game on Sunday. Tip off at 6 at Intuit Dome against the Portland Trail Blazers. Pregame show right back here at 5. Before we get out of here, I do want to thank Ralph Lawler, Brian Seaman, Noah Eagle, Carlo Jimenez on the call, Big Brother Jake Warner, our head engineer at Intuit Dome, Daniel West, our producer back here in the bank. I'm Adam Osland. Check me out on Fox Sports Radio on AM 570 LA Sports. In about 15 minutes, we got some F&A on FSR. Otherwise, talk to you Sunday at 5 with Clippers pregame as they take on the Portland Trail Blazers from Intuit Dome. The Dome is home.